Life under lockdown. Well, to talk about the mental health aspect of lockdown, we're joined now by psychiatrist and stress researcher Mazda Adli from the Fliedner Klinik here in Berlin. Thanks for joining us this morning. Dr. Adli, forced social distancing is being experienced on a massive scale. As someone who has devoted some time to researching loneliness, what sort of impact do you think this is having on our minds?
Well, we're social beings, that's for sure, and isolation can be a source of stress and burden for our mental well-being, especially if you're already a bit more anxious or if you have a pre-existing mental health condition like a depression. This can be a really challenging time, plus our professional lives, our private lives, our social lives have radically changed almost overnight, and the strategies that we normally use to cope with stress no longer work. We cannot meet our friends, we can't hug each other. So it's a tough and challenging time.
Now, we're also seeing reports of increased domestic violence during the lockdown. People aren't just lonely, some are becoming aggressive. How much potential is there for violence?
Well, the risk for domestic conflicts with increasing time shared within the limited space of an apartment for a family, for example. It's therefore important to really practice a willingness to compromise within families. Don't fight in conflict when you feel angry. Learn to give in when you fight a conflict to cope with these situations.
Is there a difference, Doctor, in the way that teens and children react to this situation compared to, say, adults?
Well, children often react impressively flexible to this situation, and they often show a lot of creativity, for example, in using the situation to create new games, etc. But of course, children can also get anxious and uncertain. And if you, as parents, notice that your child is having a harder time to cope, then it's good to provide good information about the situation, and to provide an optimistic perspective overall.
Dr. Adli, thank you very much for talking with us. That was Dr. Mazda Adli from the Fliedner Klinik here in Berlin.
You're welcome.